Hey, everyone, and welcome back to Life Unfiltered. We like to get right into the heart of things, so let's do it.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be doing a deep dive on something that's um, really close to my heart, honestly, and it's all about financial freedom.
Yeah.
And, you hear all this stuff about invest, invest, invest. And yeah, investing's important, but we're going to be exploring a slightly different path today.
Yeah,
And that path is the power of paying off your mortgage.
absolutely.
So imagine if you could just like
Yeah.
have that weight lifted, that feeling of truly owning your own space,
Uh-huh.
just like stepping into a whole new level of freedom.
You hit the nail on the head. It's incredible how many people get caught up in that whole frenzy of chasing returns in the market, but owning your home outright. I
Yeah,
mean, that's a whole different ballgame.
it is.
That's building a foundation of security and honestly a level of peace of mind that's pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, it's so true. It's not just numbers on a spreadsheet. It's that deep breath you can finally take, knowing that your home is yours, free
Mhm.
and clear. No more monthly payments looming over your head. You're not constantly
Exactly.
playing catch up.
It's funny because I've worked with a lot of people over the years, and they're just so laser focused on their investment portfolios
Hmm.
that they don't even consider the incredible impact of just
Yeah.
becoming mortgage free. And then once they do the math and see how much interest they could save over the life of the loan, it's like a light bulb goes off.
It's huge. I know. I had a similar aha moment myself. Just sat down one day, out of curiosity, just
Uh,
calculated how much I could save by making even small extra payments every month.
mhm.
And let me tell you, it was eye-opening. I
Yeah.
mean, way more than I imagined.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of those things that seems so obvious in retrospect, but it's easy to overlook when you're caught up in the day to day. We focus on that long, winding road of a 30-year mortgage, but you break it down, you see the concrete impact of chipping away at that principle,
Yeah.
and it can be incredibly motivating.
It is. And that motivation is key because let's be real, paying off your mortgage can feel like this slow and steady race. Yeah. Compared to like the allure of quick returns in the stock market, right?
Right.
So we're talking about a different kind of wealth building here, one that fosters discipline and ultimately lets you invest in a way that truly aligns with your values.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's about building a solid financial foundation brick by brick,
Yeah.
and then having that freedom to make choices that resonate with your deepest goals. Whether that's investing in a passion project, supporting a cause you believe in, or just enjoying more time with loved ones, whatever is important to you.
Yeah. And speaking of things that resonate deep within us, let's talk about the feeling of security that comes with owning your home outright. Yeah. Because it's not just about financial stability, it's that deep emotional sense of peace, knowing you have a safe haven, a place that's truly yours no matter what life throws at you.
Yeah, you're right. That emotional security is priceless. I've seen firsthand how owning a home outright can provide this sense of grounding and resilience, especially during times of uncertainty. It's like having a solid anchor in a stormy sea.
Yeah, and that makes me think about my grandparents,
Yeah.
because they always emphasized the importance of owning their home.
Yeah.
And I remember how much peace of mind it gave them, especially as they got older. They knew they had a place to call their own, a place where they felt secure and comfortable, regardless of any, financial ups and downs.
Right, right. It's like that sense of security just permeates every aspect of their lives. They can sleep soundly at night knowing that they have a roof over their heads that truly belongs to them. And that freedom from worry just allows them to focus on what truly matters. Enjoying time with family and friends, pursuing passions, and living life to the fullest.
Yeah. And, it's not just about peace of mind in the present,
Yeah.
right? Owning your home outright can have a huge impact on your long-term financial picture,
Yeah.
especially as you start thinking about retirement.
Yeah, that's such a crucial point. Imagine entering retirement without that monthly mortgage payment hanging over your head.
Yeah.
The freedom and flexibility that provides is just incredible.
Yeah.
You can live on less, stretch your savings further, and enjoy your golden years without the constant worry
Right.
of making ends meet.
Yeah. It's like a weight is lifted off your shoulders just when you need it most.
Yeah.
Instead of scrambling to cover housing costs, you can focus on the things that bring you joy,
Right, exactly.
like spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, traveling, or giving back to your community.
Right. And let's not forget the financial flexibility it provides. You're no longer tied to that large monthly payment, which opens up all sorts of possibilities. You could downsize to a smaller, more manageable home, use the equity to supplement your retirement income. You could even consider relocating to a more affordable area. or pursuing a dream of traveling the world. I mean, the choices are endless.
They are. It's really about expanding your horizons and creating a retirement that truly reflects your dreams and aspirations.
Exactly. It's about reclaiming your time and resources
Mhm.
so you can live a life that's rich in experiences, relationships, and personal fulfillment.
Right.
And that's what true financial freedom is all about, wouldn't you say?
It really is. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but what about all those potential investment gains I'd be missing out on if I focus on paying off my mortgage? And that's a valid point.
Yeah,
But let's dive into that a bit deeper because it's not always as straightforward as it seems.
right.
So,
Yeah.
what do you think?
I think that's a great place to pick up next time.
Perfect. All right.
Sounds good.
We'll see you then.
You know, it's true. The stock market, historically, it's offered the potential for higher returns.
Right.
But it comes with risks,
Yeah.
volatility,
Yeah.
ups and downs. Paying off your mortgage, on the other hand,
Yeah.
it's like this guaranteed return
Yeah.
on your investment. It's safe, it's secure, it's a way to build wealth, especially when you think about the psychological benefits of being debt-free.
You've touched on something really important there,
Yeah.
the psychological aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's often overlooked in this whole invest versus payoff debate.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about the numbers.
Yeah.
It's about how those choices make you feel, right?
Absolutely. I can't tell you how many clients I've worked with who have told me that paying off their mortgage was one of the most empowering and liberating experiences of their lives.
Wow.
Like a huge weight lifted off their shoulders.
Yeah.
That sense of freedom just allows them to approach their finances and life in general with this renewed sense of confidence and clarity. So true. It's funny you're saying all this. This whole topic reminded me of this story. I was at a financial planning seminar a while back,
Yeah.
and the speaker was all about aggressive investing and maximizing returns.
Right.
He was like very charismatic,
Mm.
and everyone was hanging on his every word. But then during the Q&A, this older woman raises her hand
Oh, yeah.
and she asks, "What about the peace of mind of owning your home outright? Isn't that a valuable investment too?"
Oh, I love that she asked that, getting right
Yeah.
to the heart of it. What happened next?
Well, you could tell the speaker was like a little taken aback.
Okay.
He kind of stammered a bit, talking about diversification and asset allocation,
Yeah.
but he never really addressed her question,
Right.
which was the emotional value of owning your home.
Yeah.
It was like he was so focused on the numbers that he completely missed the human element of financial planning.
It's so true.
Yeah.
We often get caught up in the complexities of financial strategies that we
Yeah.
forget about the simple yet profound.
Impact that our financial choices have on our overall well-being.
So true. And that's what we're trying to emphasize here today, right? It's
Yeah.
not just about chasing the highest returns.
Right.
It's about making choices that align with your values, your goals,
Absolutely.
and your overall vision for a fulfilling life.
Well said. It's
Mm.
about creating a financial plan that supports your dreams, not dictates them.
Right. And you know what? I think there's a growing movement towards this more holistic approach to finance. People are starting to realize that true wealth is about more than just money.
Yeah.
It's about having the time, freedom, and
Yeah.
peace of mind to pursue the things that matter most.
Absolutely. It's about creating a life that's rich in experiences, relationships, and personal fulfillment.
Right.
And owning your home outright can be a powerful catalyst on that journey. It frees up your time, your energy, and resources
Yeah.
so you can focus on what truly brings you joy.
It's like you're shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance.
Mm.
Instead of constantly worrying about money,
Mm.
you're opening yourself up to a world of possibilities. You can invest in your passions, explore new hobbies, travel the world, or simply enjoy the simple pleasures of life
Absolutely.
without the constant burden of debt
Right.
hanging over your head.
It's about reclaiming your financial power
Oh.
and using it to create a life that is truly authentic and fulfilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that sense of empowerment can extend to other areas of your life as well.
Yeah.
When you're not stressed about money, you're more likely to make healthier choices, nurture your relationships, contribute to your community.
Absolutely. It's like this ripple effect of positivity that starts with that one decision to prioritize paying off your mortgage.
It is. I love that analogy. It's like
Yeah.
you're creating this virtuous cycle
Mm-hmm.
where financial freedom leads to greater well-being, which in turn allows you to make even more empowered choices.
Exactly. And that's what it's all about, creating a life that's aligned with your values and allows you to thrive on all levels.
Now, I know some people might be thinking, but wait, isn't investing in the stock market essential for building long-term wealth?
Yeah.
Won't I be missing out on those potential gains if I focus solely on paying off my mortgage?
That's a great question, and it's important to address that concern head on. The truth is, paying off your mortgage doesn't have to be an all or nothing proposition. In fact, it can actually enhance your overall investment strategy.
Hmm. I'm intrigued. Can you elaborate on that?
Sure, think about it this way. Once that mortgage is paid off,
Yeah.
you suddenly have a significant amount of money freed up each month that you can redirect towards investments. And because you're not carrying that large debt burden anymore, you're in a much stronger position to take on some calculated risks.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like you're graduating to a whole new level of investing.
Exactly. You have the freedom to explore a wider range of investment opportunities,
Mm.
diversify your portfolio, and potentially achieve even higher returns. Plus, you're less likely to panic and make those rash decisions when the market inevitably fluctuates because you have that solid foundation of homeownership to fall back on.
Right.
So it's not about choosing one path over the other. It's about finding that balance that works for you, your
Yeah.
risk tolerance, and your long-term goal.
Absolutely. So it's about taking a holistic approach to your finances,
Mm-hmm.
considering both the practical and the emotional,
Absolutely.
and making choices that support your overall well-being.
Right.
Now, let's talk about another important aspect of financial freedom,
Hmm.
the freedom to choose how you spend your time,
Mhm.
especially as you enter those later years.
That's such a crucial point. Imagine entering retirement without that monthly mortgage payment
I know.
looming over your head. The possibilities are endless.
It is. It's like unlocking a whole new chapter of your life,
Yeah.
one that's filled with adventure, exploration,
Uh-huh.
the pursuit of passions you may have put on hold for years.
Exactly. You could travel the world, spend more time with loved ones, volunteer for a cause you believe in, or finally pursue that dream project you've always had in the back of your mind.
Right.
And all of this without the constant worry of making ends meet or stretching your retirement income too thin.
Exactly.
It's about creating a retirement that's rich in experiences, not just financially secure.
I love that. It's about living a life that's truly aligned with your values and aspirations.
Absolutely. And it all starts with making those conscious choices today that set you up for a future of freedom,
Yeah.
abundance, and fulfillment.
This conversation has really got me thinking about the bigger picture of financial freedom, right?
Yeah.
It's not just about having a lot of money. It's about having the resources and the mindset to create a life that's truly fulfilling.
You're so right. It's about aligning your financial choices with your values
Yeah.
and your vision for the future.
Exactly. It's about creating a life where you feel empowered, purposeful,
Right
and
here.
free to pursue the things that bring you joy.
And that's what it's all about, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Now, as we delve deeper into this concept of financial freedom,
Mm.
I want to shift gears a bit and talk about another key element that often gets overlooked, the power of discipline.
That's a fantastic point. Discipline is often the missing ingredient in so many financial plans. It's not just about knowing what to do,
Yeah,
it's about having the willpower and the strategies in place to actually follow through.
exactly. And building that discipline can be a game changer,
Oh, yeah.
especially when it comes to managing your money and
Mm.
achieving your long-term goals. So let's dive into that a bit further and explore some practical tips and strategies for cultivating financial discipline.
One of the most effective ways to build financial discipline is to just start small.
Yeah,
It's so easy to get overwhelmed by the big picture,
right.
but you break down your goals into smaller, more manageable steps. It just becomes way less daunting.
I love that. It's like that old saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. It's the same with financial goals. You don't have to try to conquer everything at once. Just focus on making those small, consistent changes that'll add up over time.
Exactly. So, for example, instead of trying to pay off your mortgage in a lump sum, start by just adding an extra $50 or $100 to your monthly payment. I mean, you'd be surprised how much of a difference that can make over the long haul.
Yeah, it's funny you should mention that because when I first started getting serious about paying down my mortgage, I decided to round up my payments to the nearest hundred.
Oh,
It didn't feel like a huge sacrifice at the time, but let me tell you, it shaved years off my loan term and saved me thousands of dollars in interest.
There you go. That's a perfect example of how small changes can have a big impact. And the beauty of it is that once you start seeing those positive results,
Yeah.
it creates the snowball effect. You get more motivated to stick with your plan and find ways to ramp up your efforts.
It's like you're building momentum, and that momentum just propels you toward your goals.
Exactly. It's like a positive feedback loop where success breeds more success.
Totally.
And then as you build that discipline muscle, it starts to spill over into other areas of your life. You become more mindful of your spending habits. You're more intentional with your time. You're more focused on creating a life that truly aligns with your values.
Yeah. It's like you're developing a sense of mastery over your finances.
Yeah.
And that mastery gives you this newfound sense of confidence
Yeah.
and empowerment.
Exactly. And that empowerment is key because it allows you to make choices that are in your best interest, both financially and personally.
Right.
You're no longer driven by fear or scarcity. You're driven by a sense of purpose and abundance.
You know, it's interesting how we've come full circle back to this idea of abundance. We
Yeah.
started this deep dive talking about like the financial benefits of paying off your mortgage.
Right.
But it's really become so much more than that.
It is.
It's about creating a life of freedom, purpose, and fulfillment.
Yep.
And, paying off your mortgage could be a powerful step in that direction.
Oh, for sure.
It's about more than just financial stability. It's about creating a life of freedom, purpose, and abundance. So as we wrap up our deep dive today on the power of paying off your mortgage, I want to leave you with this thought. What would financial freedom look like for you? What dreams would you pursue if you had the time and the resources to make them a reality?
Yeah. Take some time to reflect on those questions. Imagine the possibilities. Embrace the journey. And just start taking steps today towards creating a life that's truly fulfilling.
That's it for this episode of Life Unfiltered. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.